Hope told us that he invented a machine called a time capsule. That's how they got here. Back in 13 AF, Hope devised a plan to build an artificial fal'C. It was called the Proto-fal'C Project. He wanted to use the new technology to re-levitate Cocoon. But then one day, Hope saw a certain prophecy in the Oracle Drive.
So I activated the Oracle Drive and watched the prophecy. I saw you fighting the Proto-fal'C, and I saw you screaming out at me. Your machines are driving me nuts!
Well, I was getting pretty ticked off by that point.
Well, exactly. So we were forced to reevaluate the project, and eventually abandon it.
Okay, you saw Sarah getting mad at you, so you canceled your project, and then poof, the Proto-fal'C disappeared. Is that about right? We didn't destroy it so much as it never existed in the first place.
We were following the wrong path to the future. If the Proto-fal'C had managed to get control of Cocoon, it would have made itself the second Eden, and we'd be back where we began.
Yeah. It would have been just like how it was on the old Cocoon.
We realized we couldn't let that happen. We had to levitate Cocoon using only human technology.
Right. Not to mention that if you had kept with the original plan, your machines would have killed you.
Really? Then we owe you our lives. Thank you.
Funny, you lose your temper and the whole future changes. So, I bet you're dying to know how we came to the future, huh?
Kinda.
You've heard about the time capsule we used? It's a device that slows down time only for its occupants. The effect is caused by the creation of a powerful gravitational field and, well, essentially we just slept as the outside world flashed forward into the future.
This capsule of yours, it can't take you back, can it?
Unfortunately not. And considering it broke down after a single use, I doubt it'll prove to be a popular method of time travel.
You risked your own life for the sake of Cocoon.
Oh, the director was there with me. Hey, Sarah. After coming to the future myself, I think I understand how you must feel. The Academy has welcomed us with open arms, and we can research as we always have, but sometimes I get these terrible anxiety attacks.
Alyssa...
Please, Sarah. You have to let me apologize for the way I treated you in the past. Maybe you can't forgive me for that. I hope as fellow time travelers, we can face the future on friendly terms. The Academy has made progress on its investigation into the 13th Arc. At this stage, there is good news and there is bad news.
Let's hear the good news first.
We've discovered that the Ark's reactor is powered by an ore cluster, known as the Graviton Core. By collecting these, there's a possibility that the new Cocoon will be up in the sky in no time.
That is good news.
Yeah, okay. So now you gotta hit us with the bad news.
Each ore cluster provides only a certain amount of power. The 13th Arc, for example, requires a single Graviton core. We're going to need multiple cores that we can't seem to find.
Need a hand with the search?
If there's one thing we're good at, it's looking for weird objects.
We could use the help. With you two on the case, we'll have those cores in no time.
I'll put together some data on Graviton cores. Check in with the Academy front desk. Director's inventing a new device.
The Academy has been making progress on the development of a paradox weapon. A very powerful weapon that feeds on time-distorting energies.
Using a paradox against itself, huh?
Exactly. There's a possibility we may come up against the man who appears in the Oracle Drive recordings. The war has already begun, and we're fighting to protect the future itself.
A battle to the end, against Caius.
But, Director, didn't you say you were missing a certain material?
A chaos crystal. It's a solidified chunk of paradox energy, but according to the data, it doesn't exist in this time period.
Well, hey, you've still got us.
And we've got the Historia Crux.
I knew I could count on you. Once you've found the crystal, I can build you a prototype. Alyssa and I decided...
That thing...
Yes, instead we...
A whole new...
Sure is.
Exactly.
You've brought us enough.
Sarah, did you really do it?
We had. We had collected all the ore clusters Hope needed to levitate his new cocoon. I don't think I'd ever seen Hope look so happy and excited. But this was just the beginning. It would take a century to complete the new cocoon. And if the old cocoon were to fall before it could be finished, well...
I know we can do it.
He's right, you know. Have you seen that broken gate in the town? Well, it's all fixed and working normally.
We collected the ore crystals, so the future has changed, Kupo.
Yes, I think so. And look what I found. It was lying next to the gate.
An artifact! I wonder which era this unlocks.
Kupo?
Maybe it takes us to the day that Cocoon collapses. The one we saw in the prophecy. The one where Caius is fighting.
Time for the final showdown?
Let's all fight together. We'll follow you to the future by a different path. There are things there I have to protect.
Right. You mean Vanille and Fang, and the new cocoon.
I see.
It won't be long now. Hope and his team are close to raising the new cocoon. It's hard to believe, but we really are changing history.
Noel, are you worried at all? Caius has tried to interfere before. Maybe he will again.
Remember, the Caius who caused the XIII incident was just an imposter. I wonder why the real one didn't intervene.
I hope he lets us finish here.
Maybe he will. If that's what it'll take to protect Yule, I know he will. I remember we argued about that very thing once and wait. Did we argue? I don't remember.
Are your memories playing tricks on you again? Noel, something must have happened between you two.
Damn it. I wish I could remember. Not being able to protect Yule, and being the only one left alive on the planet. And then leaving that place and traveling to Valhalla, I should know these things.
I wish there was some way to find out. But I wonder, your memories disappearing, does it have anything to do with the future changing?
Leaving without even a farewell?
What? No, of course not. We were going to drop by and see you before we left.
That's what we figured. Thought we'd save you the trip.
Thanks.
I hope the future turns out like this. A place where we can be happy. Sometimes,
When it looks like all hope is lost, people can turn against each other. They end up full of hate. But really, when they stop and think about it, they're making themselves sad for no reason. Director, what are you looking at me like that for? Huh?
Sorry, I was just remembering something. There was a time when I almost lost myself because I had so much hate in me. And then some friends showed me a way out.
right. You mean lightning and snow.
It all began back then. I remember, Sarah. Weren't you the first one who said you wanted to save Cocoon? It was because Snow and Lightning vowed to carry out your wishes that we all came together back then. And to this day, Vanille and Fang still keep Cocoon safe.
And maybe Lightning does too.
Yes, but the old ark is almost finished. It will fall soon. It's going to be hard for many of us to abandon our old home.
But when you raise the new ark, you can help our friends as well. We won't have to bear the burden of the world anymore. And just maybe, Linnea and Fang will be released from the crystal.
That was always in the back of your mind, wasn't it, Director? If we abandon the old cocoon, maybe you could free your friends. Or am I wrong?
Well,
It's okay. We all knew. We wanted to help anyway.
I've had the great fortune to be helped by many people over the years. Sarah and Noel, you are the ones who showed me how the future should be. You gave us all a motive. You helped us make the Academy what it has become.
Well, we got lost a lot. I don't know how many times I almost gave up.
Humanity is doomed to repeat mistakes of the past. It's part of being human. But we also have the ability to build new futures.
Well, as you would say, Noel, exactly. Once preparations are complete, we plan to journey ahead 100 years. I want to be there. I want to see the raising of Cocoon with my own eyes.
I'm sure we'll meet again, Hope.
And when we do, we'll have lightning with us.
Right. So, I guess this isn't really goodbye then, is it?
For a new future.
Koopa?
See ya. I'm sorry, but in the new future that you wish to build, I no longer exist. Goodbye.
Is this void beyond? No! Mog? Come on, Mog. What's wrong? Why won't you answer me? This can't be. Where did Noel get to? How do I find him? Come on, Mog. What's wrong with you? How do I get out of here? Wait, is that Yule? I guess I won. You're Yule, aren't you?
Yes, I am one of many Yules. From your perspective, I am a Yule from the ancient past.
But where are we? Are we trapped in this place?
I am not truly here. I only watch events from a distant time. This place, it is a shadow of Valhalla. In the depths of the unseen realm, I see you held prisoner.
Is this a trap someone left for me? Has someone locked me in here on purpose?
Yes, the broken key was your undoing, and your betrayer is one known to you. You heard her voice, I am sure of it.
Are you saying I can't ever leave?
If you do not escape, the dream will go on forever.
Wait, don't go! You're a different Yule, aren't you?
Yes. You have not met me yet. I call your present age my home. You and I are the same. We are blessed by Etro, her chosen servants.
Servants of the goddess?
The power to step outside the timeline. The power to witness the future. These gifts come from Etro. Her servants are known by her blessings.
My sister is also somewhere in Valhalla. What's her part in all this?
The warrior. She stands guard over Etro's temple. She is unable to leave the unseen realm. And so, she turned to you for aid.
So the ability to change the future is a gift from the goddess herself. I suppose you're another Yule as well.
Yes. I am from a future you have never known. Very soon, my presence here will fade. There is little time to tell you of the things I have seen. Once upon a time, there were 6 and 1 Lassie, and their story is a miracle. The destinies of the 6 were bound through the completion of a focus that belonged to the 1.
The 6. That was lightning and snow and the others. And the 1, that would be me? guess I won.
The goddess Etro saw that the l'Cie fulfilled their tasks. She saw their courage and took pity on them. She blessed the 6 and the 1, and one other, a child. And so she released them from the prison of crystal.
You mean it was the goddess who saved us that day?
Yes, but in doing so, she warped time itself. Etro was fading away, and she could not restore it. But perhaps you had the power to repair the distortion, and perhaps you did.
Perhaps I did. What do you mean? Is it too late now?
The future? I can no longer see it.
You're Yule too. Which era do you come from?
I am the one who lives in all the ages. I am the one who dies in all the ages. I am the one who suffers countless partings again and again.
Have you come to tell me something?
You summoned me here. In this place, you can see all your heart's desires come true.
I don't understand.
Look, this is the place where all time flows. The dreams of humanity are here washed ashore. A world without beginning or end. A world closed upon itself. Why do you want to change time? Why do you try to stand in his way? Why do you continue on this journey? As you change the timeline, you come closer to death. But now,
Your journey is over.
I don't understand.
You don't need to.